Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mic check 1, 2, and 3. Is my mic working? I want to make sure before I get too far. I want to make sure my audio is working because I had some issues a second ago. Hey, Brianna. Hey, Pedro. Can you hear me? Is everything good? Can you hear my voice? Hello, Maya. Can you hear me? Is all well with the audio? Just want to check. Again, great. So we're going to be talking about WarGames in the WWE, of course. Before we do that, I just wanted to say one thing, just real quick. We beat them again! For those of you who don't know, for those of you who are not aware, I'm a Michigan football fan, and we beat Ohio State again. That's 4 straight years. Oh my God, all the complaining and bitching about the cheating and the scandals. We had no offense, a terrible quarterback, and we beat them in their own house again. Oh my God, they're trying to fight at the end of the match, trying to fight at the end of the game because they can't fight during the actual game. They can't really fight when it matters. They want to fight after the match. Oh my God, we beat them again. I cannot get over this. I've been laughing my ass off for the last 30 minutes. We beat them again. Go Blue. Ohio State sucks. And I just wanted to say that. Okay, I'll transition from college football back to pro wrestling now. But oh my God, we beat them again. We beat them again. Oh my God. Ryan Day, I love you. Head coach for Ohio State, Ryan Day, stick with it, man. Keep trying. Put up with that fight. Stick with it. Don't let them fire you. Stay there forever. You are the greatest Ohio State coach of all time. Oh man. Okay. Anyway, I can't believe we beat them again. But we're going to be talking about WarGames and about 2 hours before the show. What happened last night on SmackDown that changed our thoughts, if anything? We're diving into that. Ohio State sucks. And we're talking about the promos from SmackDown. Does it mean anything? Does it give us a clue? I don't really think so, but we'll dive into it. Naomi did it? Maybe she did. Okay, Naomi, first of all, speaking of Naomi, let's look at Naomi in last night. Naomi opened the show on SmackDown. I think it'd be smart if Naomi did it. Let me be clear about something real quick. Let me be clear. I think Naomi should have done it. Did she do it? I don't know. That's what I would do. I'm not in the writing room. They can do something stupid. They can make it be Bianca or Piper Niven for crying out loud. I don't care. I'm just saying what I think they should do. They should make it Naomi. Will it be Naomi? Who knows? Okay. But I'm just talking about what should happen. It makes the most sense. The Bianca angle is dumb, in my opinion. So they should do Naomi. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. But that's what they should do. So we had this confrontation between the good guys and the baddies, Tiffany's been pretty quiet during this build with her little briefcase. Is she cashing in tonight? No. That's crazy talk. If that was going to happen, they would not structure it so that her match with Naomi and Alexa Lopez comes after WarGames. If she's going to cash in before, that match wouldn't be structured like that. Storytelling 101. Pro Wrestling number 101, okay? When it comes to structuring and placement of matches, it's very telling, all right? All the matches for the first round of the tournament, but by tournament, I'm referring to the U.S. Women's Title Tournament, right? All the matches have happened except for Naomi, Tiffany, and Alexa Lopez. I believe that's the case because their match is very important for the storytelling after WarGames. Therefore, it's being structured to happen afterwards. It's only one. I think it's important because it needs to be there. It's placed after WarGames because it needs to be there. If it needs to be there, it's because it's important to the storyline. If it's important to a storyline, who's going to win it? Naomi or Tiffany? I'll let you be the judge. I'm hoping it's Naomi because it makes the most sense if she's going to turn heel. All right, that's my whole thought process there. It's the only match that's happening after WarGames for a reason. You would think. Then again, this is WWE. Anything is possible when it comes to these writers, right? Anything is possible. But I believe structurally is happening after WarGames because it needs to happen after WarGames because it needs to play into the storyline that's happening after WarGames. So you can see here, you got Bayley, Chelsea Green, Michin. They're all advancing. I think if Naomi loses that match, my theory is completely wrong, and I don't know what the fuck's happening. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. If Tiffany wins, I don't know what's happening. I'm lost. If Naomi wins, it's possible they're going the route of Naomi wins the U.S. title. It's possible. Because let's say Naomi wins, right? Let's say she wins. Then it's Michin versus Naomi, Bayley against Chelsea Green. Are you going to book Chelsea Green to beat Bayley? No, that's not happening, right? Are you going to book Michin to beat Naomi? No, you don't do that. Why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense to me at that point. I think you would get a Naomi Bayley final if Naomi wins. Because if you want Michin to win, let her beat Tiffany. She's the heel. You want the face to get the crowd reaction. Why the hell would you put Michin against Naomi if you want the crowd to root for Michin? Doesn't make any sense. So I'm thinking Naomi wins. Look out. She may be winning the entire thing, I think. That's where I would go. What's up, Rizar? What's up, David? What's up, Pedro? I'm assuming we're going to get something between Naomi, Bayley, and Bianca during the match. You would think so. Considering the promo last night where Liv Morgan laid some seeds, she talked that talk. I've been enjoying Liv Morgan on the mic. For the most part, she seemed confident, way more confident before, more fluid, more smooth on the mic. And she was saying, hey, guess what, you dopes? Well, first she said, first Nia Jax talked sense, right? Nia Jax said, hey, Bianca, do you have like a mental conniption or something? Did you like forget what happened between you and Io Sky? Hey, Bayley, did you forget that Io Sky tried to stab you in the back? What's going on here? And then Liv Morgan said, oh, by the way, Bianca, Bayley benefited the most from Jade Cargill being out because now she's in the damn match. Is that ringing any bells? Is that, to be fair to Bianca or anyone else, is like, forget about storytelling like this. Let's pretend like this is real life for a second. Let's pretend like this is actual real life. In real life, you would 100% assume that one of these five broads did it, right? You would think Liv Morgan did it, Raquel did it, Nia Jax did it, Tiffany or Lyra, Lyra Valkyria, Candice LeRae. You would think one of them did it, right? They're the ops. You would think one of them did it, right? We know better because we're watching a show that's bad storytelling because you've shown Liv Morgan and Raquel beat up Bianca and Jade backstage before. Why would you hide it now? Makes no sense. We know because of storytelling, it's probably Bayley, Bianca, or Naomi, right? But she makes a good point. I'm guessing that there will be some friction at the beginning of the match between Bianca, Bayley, and Naomi. My question is, how far do you go with this whole dynamic, this whole confusion? Because we know Naomi has a match coming up. We know ultimately where this is headed toward the tournament. So what can happen during the match that will play into the tournament? Like, can you have something significant happen here? Can you have Naomi attack Bianca here? If she does that, let's say, for argument's sake, right? For argument's sake, let's say Naomi pulls a Dakota Kai. Let's say Bianca and Naomi are in the cage last. Naomi goes out, she runs back there and attacks Bianca, similar to what Dakota Kai did to Tegan Nox, right? She beats up Bianca, Bianca's out. Well, now Naomi is confirmed heel, she's heel, and it's 3-on-5, and then she walks away, right? What's going to happen next show? She had the match. It's a match against Tiffany, and Alexa Lopez. So does it make sense to make the heel turn tonight, then have the match next that Friday, where she's now a heel, facing off against another heel, Does that work? Does it make sense? Probably not, right? So I don't think we're going to get a Naomi reveal tonight. I don't think. I think she's going to stay face. Assuming she's turning heel, I don't know, I'm guessing here. Assuming she turns heel, we're not going to get a Naomi reveal tonight. I think she stays face for the next match against Tiffany. If she turns, it'll be in the final of the U.S. title match. She'll turn heel then to make a big moment at Saturday night main event. So no Naomi turn tonight. So I'm guessing it'll be more of a Bianca Bayley storyline more so than Naomi. Bianca and Bayley have to get together and show that they can work together, show that they can coexist. And then Io Sky could get involved with Bayley as well. Most of the compelling angles are between Bianca, Io, and Bayley. Not Naomi yet. I don't think so. If Naomi is turning heel, if she did attack Jade, they're going to hold off on that until she advances further in the tournament. and then we can get a reveal on Saturday night main event. That makes sense. So if Naomi is the attacker, they're gonna run Jade versus Naomi. Correct. So let's like fantasy book. Okay, Maya, let's fantasy book. Let's say Naomi wins the U.S. title by screwing over Bayley in the final, right? Well, now when Jade Cargill comes back, what does that mean? There's a match for her, a title match potentially. Naomi versus Bayley for the U.S. title at Mania. All 4 of those titles will be having matches, you would think, at Mania. The U.S. title, the IC title for the women, and the 2 world titles, right? WWE and World Women's Championship. So if Naomi's going to be champion, and you want to put Jade Cargill in a championship match, but not the world title, let's say she's not ready for that, well, then you do Naomi versus Jade Cargill for the United States Women's Championship. Naomi gets a big spot, a big moment. She wins a championship on the biggest stage, and now she's a mid-card champion. That's a solid booking for Jade Cargill, who is on the up. She's on the come up with her in-ring. She's not there yet. We give her a mid-card belt by beating Naomi at Mania. That's a big win. It's a singles win. It's for the title, so not non-title. I always say Triple H is not going to book a non-title women's match. I don't see it. So we have a title match for Jade and Naomi. Jade goes over. She's champion in the mid-card. That works fine. Now you can ask, what does Bianca do? But who cares about that for right now? We're just kind of living in a bubble, in a vacuum. Jade, Naomi. Jade beats Naomi for the championship. I'm one of the people who think Triple H was never going to do Bianca versus Jade. I've been on the record for saying that for an entire year now. I just don't buy it. This whole non-title singles match, I just don't buy it. So I've always thought something's going to happen with there. Either it be a tag team match, but now that Naomi angle is here, you could have her win the U.S. title. You can have Jade Cargill come back and go after Jade, or go after Naomi. That's a one-on-one match for a title right there. Why can't they send Jade to NXT? It's over. It's over. That's not going to happen, and it's too late now. Jade is an established singles, but she's an established main roster talent at this point. I think they see her as a star too big for NXT, and it doesn't work. I kind of agree with him at this point. The way she was presented is over. They had her face off with Becky. They had her face off with Charlotte Flair backstage. They had her face off with Bianca too many times. It's over. You can't have that level of a talent, have face-offs with main roster talent of that caliber, and say, back to NXT you go, or down to NXT, it's too late. That's why they had her. God bless Bianca Belair. They had Jade Cargill tag with Bianca, say, hey, Bianca, show her the ropes, bring her along. That's what they had Bianca doing. I hope that they're going to now reward Bianca with something, because she spent the entire year basically helping Jade get acclimated and helping her be, what's the word I'm looking for? Legitimizing her on the main roster while doing most of the work in the ring and while doing most of the finishing. And by that, I mean winning the matches with the KOD. Like, she's been carrying the tag team. She's been doing the singles matches with Io Sky. And every time there's a singles match, it's been Bianca, not Jade, right? So now it's time to reward Bianca. And in my opinion, a reward is not having her face Jade Cargill at Mania and dare I say, put Jade over. Get the fuck out of here. Hell no. Oh, Bianca, do me a favor. Spend an entire year tagging with Jade. Guess what your reward is? You're going to face her at Mania because you're going to turn heel because you're going to attack her backstage for reasons. And then you're going to put her over. How'd that sound? By losing your Mania streak in the process. That would be the biggest slap in the face. I don't see that happening, okay? Maybe we'll get Jade in a tag team match at Mania. Maybe we'll get Jade against Naomi for the U.S. title. Maybe. Bianca, Jade, don't see it happening. And quite frankly, it better not happen. Or I'm a cry and scream. Charlotte Flair returns during SmackDown next week. I agree. Bianca versus Charlotte should happen. I agree. They tried that 2 years in a row. Maybe they'll try it again. We'll see how that goes. Jade is solid. Solid as a tag team, in a tag team setting. We can't speak to anything else because you're not given singles competition with any regularity. Do I think she's a solid hot tag merchant within the tag team structure? Sure. Is she a singles main eventer? I don't know how you could say that without any evidence, Without any evidence. Okay, anyway, so WarGames, right? It's going to be an interesting situation. So I noticed on the show that when Naomi cut a promo, didn't bring up Jade at all. Now, it could just be the way the promo was structured. It may not mean anything at all. It may not mean anything. But I did notice that Jade was not a topic of discussion for Naomi when she was cutting her promo. She brought up herself. She brought up Bayley, who got into the match because Naomi was out, right? Bianca's the one who brought up Jade Cargill. And I'll play that here in a second. Let's see if I can find it. Should be right around here. It is. So here's Naomi talking that talk about how Bayley and herself have been dealing with Nia Jax's crap for the last month.
That's right, Big Mama. Cause Nia Jax and her little lap dogs gonna get everything they deserve and then some. Because they have been nothing but a pain in me and Bayley's side. And I promise you, and I promise y'all, not only will the glow be felt, oh, it's gonna be dealt.
Yup. Because Naomi, you and I both know that one of them took our girl Jade out last week. Now, I don't know which one it was, so tomorrow night, all 5 of them can get it.
First of all, I want to say how great both of them sound on the mic. Bianca and Naomi both sound great on the mic. Oh, I want to say that. All right. But yeah, she brings up Bayley and herself. And then Bianca brings up her issue with them attacking Jade Cargill. That's what she believes, right? So the question is, does that mean something, or am I reading too much into it? I could be reading too much into it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not in the writing room. I can only talk about what makes sense to me. Bianca's pissed. So yeah, the promo last night was terribly mostly due to, I said last stream that Rhea Ripley's not the best. She's not terrible. I'm not saying she's bad, but Rhea Ripley's not the best promo. That was evident last night when you heard Naomi and Bianca on the mic sound smooth and natural. Or Rhea Ripley does this more forced, no one is thing she does. And like, she's just not the best. Okay, I'm not saying she's bad. She admittedly says it's her worst thing. So I'm not like saying anything that's breaking news. She agrees that it's her worst thing, so it is what it is. She's got to get better. She'll get better over time. She'll get better. But yeah, I think Naomi is the best move to go here when it comes to heel turn. Will it happen tonight? No. Will Tiffany cash in tonight? No. I think when it comes to WarGames, the interesting development for women will be Io, Bianca, and Bayley. Okay? What's happening there? And we'll see how it goes. I mean, it could be good. It could be. All right? I'm not going to say that I'm sure the match will be fine regardless. Like, I'm sure the spots will be good. But when I come to WarGames, what I'm interested in is the actual like story beats and what's going to carry over. Like I always say, matches have no stakes. Okay, I know you guys are tired of hearing that. I say it all the time, but it's true. These matches have absolutely no stakes whatsoever. Okay, doesn't matter. So we'll see how it goes tonight. Any thoughts? I want Bianca to be in the good stories. Yes, same here. And more character work. Same here. when do you see Tiffany cashing in? It could be anywhere from, I don't know. I want to say after WrestleMania. 'Cause I think that makes the most sense in my head, but there's no way to, there's no way to know. I think it'll happen after Charlotte Flair returns, though. It won't happen before. It'll be after Charlotte Flair shows up. So until Charlotte Flair shows up, there'll be no cash in from Tiffany. So let's wait until Charlotte Flair shows up. Then maybe we can like take another look at how things are working out from creative and see if it makes sense to cash in before Rumble or not. If it were me, I cash in after WrestleMania. But that's just me. A lot of people want to see Tiffany with the belt now. I don't necessarily buy that they're going to book Tiffany to win the belt before Mania. But it's possible. Possible for sure. It's possible. I don't see Tiffany as champion yet. Especially when there's mid-card belts. You know, I just think she's on the same level of a Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes. I don't think you need to push her to the world title just yet. Because once she goes there, there's nowhere to go. Like once she gets to the world title, what are you going to do? Put her back to mid-card? You could, but I just think it's better. It's better to have her at the mid-card first, then go to the top belt rather than opposite way. Especially considering she's 25 years old. And her contemporaries, who will be Roxanne Perez and Kiana James and Sol Ruka, that's her contemporary. That's her level. In terms of like age group and how they've been coming up, I think it makes sense to put them in the mid-card first. But I don't mind her being champion at all. I'm a Tiffany fan. You guys know that. She literally, in my banner up here, look at the banner. She's up there with Bianca and Rhea Ripley, right? I'm a fan. So I don't mind her being champion. I just think it'd be better off for her to start with the mid-card belt. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't think Tiffany's ready for world title run. Yeah, not yet. Not yet. She'll be, though. And if she is, if they do give it to her, I'm sure she'll do a fine job. Like, I'm not worried about her as a talent. But we'll see. All right, what else we got? So yeah, we have WarGames tonight. Anything happening on the show? I think they're showing the pre-show's on now, right? Right. The women's war game is the biggest head scratcher, probably. I don't see Tiffany as champion. Yeah, I just read that one. Percentage of failed cash in. I say it's low only because the men failed already, and because she has a fancy Money in the Bank briefcase, right? So because she has a specialized custom briefcase, because the men already failed, I'm gonna lean towards her cashing in successfully at some point. On what title? I don't know. Could it be the mid-card title? Maybe. I doubt it. But I'd guess after I want to say after a War Games. I mean, it's not War Games. I want to say after WrestleMania, but there's no guarantee. So yeah, the promo was solid stuff. The only thing I could see from the heel team that would cause confusion would be a Tiffany Candice LeRae thing, where Candice and Tiffany can't get on the same page. But beyond that, I think they'll be fine. I'm going to lean towards the baby faces for the women winning for right now. Because based off Bayley's, first of all, Bayley said nothing here, which is interesting. She said nothing in the entire promo segment. Keeping her mouth shut. She's minding her P's and Q's, not want to say the wrong thing. I think she'll try to reach out to Bianca. She'll try to make peace in the match. And based on her last, that video I showed you guys last time of her cutting a promo to the camera saying, "Hey Bianca, you don't think I got your back now? I guess I got to prove it to you in War Games." I think she's going to try to prove herself. And I think she'll probably be successful for the most part, which is why I'm thinking Team Bianca wins. And then they have some confidence going into the next part of the storyline, but then they'll come crashing down when they find out that, hey, Naomi's turned heel. Hey, Liv Morgan's going to beat Io Sky anyway. Hey, Raquel got stuff with Rhea Ripley, So you have them come up high with this win here, but then you slap them back down heading into the Rumble season. Because I don't think Liv is dropping that belt. Don't think Liv is dropping the belt to Io Sky. That's for damn sure, right? And I think Naomi could turn heel and win the belt for the U.S. title, so we'll see. Io can pin Liv Morgan tonight. Yeah, sure, it could happen. Yeah, that doesn't hurt anything. Like I always say, matches have no stakes. That could happen, sure. Bayley is the one to watch tonight. She's the one to watch tonight. Okay, what did she do? How does she behave? Who does she interact with? Her relationship with Io, her relationship with Bianca. How's it go? I don't think we'll find out who attacked Jade tonight. I don't think we'll find out any of that till later on. Liv pins Rhea tonight? Hell no. Not tonight. It's interesting the faces have the advantage. I feel like there's a swerve coming. Well, I believe the faces had the advantage last year. I think, yeah, they did. They had the advantage last year and they won, you know. For the men, I have Seth attacking Bronson Reed first. I have Seth trying to attack Roman Reigns next because he told Solo Sikoa next time he sees Roman Reigns, he's going to stomp him into the ground. So try to do that. And I have Punk interfering and stopping him. But I mean, that's fancy booking. Who knows? But I see stomping Bronson Reed, try to stomp Roman Reigns, get into it with CM Punk. Things go awry, and then we'll see what happens after that. I'm going to guess that Roman Reigns will win. His team will win because he was pinned by Solo Sikoa. How many times can you have Roman Reigns look bad against Solo? He already got pinned. He's already pinned. Jade already took a pin to Jacob last night. I mean, well, not last night, but you know, in the sequencing, it happened last night, right? Lost last night. So yeah, you can't have Jay lose, Roman lose to Solo, and then have him lose WarGames. I don't know. I think CM Punk has to come up big here. CM Punk says that, here's another point, storytelling element here. CM Punk says, right, that Paul Heyman owes him a favor. Well, that favor thing only works well, in my mind, if they pull out the win, right? If things work out and CM Punk's presence helps the bloodline, the OG bloodline, and they win because of CM Punk, then the whole do me a favor thing works better. Because I showed up, I helped you guys, and we won. Therefore, now I want my favor, right? If he shows up, you suck, and you lose, this whole I want a favor thing sounds kind of dumb. So don't know what I'm talking about. On SmackDown last night, CM Punk said what I said was going to happen. He said, I'm here with Paul Heyman. I don't like you. Roman says, I don't like you. You're not family. I didn't ask for your help, blah, 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 blah. He says, I got a favor for coming from Paul Heyman. I think that only works well if they win. He said, hey, I showed up. We won. I did you a solid. Now I want my favor. So I'm like 99.9% sure that Team Roman Reigns will win. So the whole favor thing plays out well, right? That's what I think. That makes sense? He wants his favor later on, so going to help them win. But this is easily the most compelling part of the show now. Or at least this match, this whole agreement between him and Paul Heyman. I think during the match, we're going to have a Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn interaction. We're going to have Seth Rollins interacting with Bronson Reed, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. But yeah, the real thing is Sami Roman, Punk Roman. That's how he fits in here. That's pretty much it. Nothing really else is compelling here. Not on the heel side. It's all face. Roman, Sami, Roman, CM Punk, Seth with everybody else. Seth with everybody. You know, those are the three. Women heels lose again. Doesn't matter, Richard. They can lose, they can win. Ultimately, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Like, sure, they could. Does not matter at all. Doesn't matter. All that matters is the storylines. Because if Liv Morgan wins, she goes back to Raw to face Io Sky. If she loses, she goes back to Raw to face Io Sky. There's no difference in the results. Like there's nothing. So, it doesn't really matter. At least that's how I see it. Okay. It doesn't matter if they win the damn match. That's what The Rock would say. Not matter. What do you think the favor is for CM Punk though? What's the favor? What is it? What does he want? Oh look, it's freaking Ludwig Kaiser and Gunther are on the pre-show in Vancouver talking about something. Who knows? Let's see.
Confidence. Well, it's up to me to deal with that. Aber Junge, schau dich mal an. That's what I meant with we need to do better. Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, Gunther has given you quite a few pep talks over the last several weeks. So how do you feel like that'll help you in tonight's match?
Well, tonight is a special night. It's a special night for the Ring General. It's a special night to me. But most importantly, it's a special night for the Intercontinental Championship. Because ever since the Ring General lost that championship, it lost all the prestige that we worked so hard for, And there's only one man who can restore the honor and the prestige of the Intercontinental Championship, and that is...
Ludwig Kaiser?
Ludwig Kaiser.
It's enough said for now.
Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser on the same page. Gunther is hyping up Ludwig Kaiser
to face Ludwig Kaiser walk
to win the
out
championship
of Vancouver tonight with gold around their waist.
Good for Ludwig Kaiser and Gunther being on the same page tonight. You love to see it, okay? Big E's over here talking to Big E. You need to get your ass to Raw and sort out what's happening with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. That's what you need to be doing, Big E. Get off the set, go help out your boys. But anyway, we are an hour and a half away. So there's a 2-hour pre-show. What are you talking about for 2 hours, Michael Cole? Seriously. What are you talking about?
Saudi Arabia, champion versus champion, was beaten clean in the ring by Cody Rhodes, and he's not gotten over it.
Okay.
Big E.
Talking about... So I'm actually interested in the whole angle with Gunther. It's interesting. It's different. Gunther is not in the right mindset. He lost his edge. He's not confident. And now he has to show up to face a dog in Damian Priest. I think Gunther is cheating tonight. That's my guess. What happened tonight? I think Gunther cheats. Do I know that for a fact? Of course not, but I think he cheats tonight. That's a logical progression in this whole storyline. I don't see how he beats him clean, considering the angle they're going with. So maybe for the first time, he actually cheats. That's what I would do. That's why I think it's going. And we'll see what happens. So I got Gunther retained, of course, by beating Damian Priest by cheating. I have... And then LA Knight against Shinsuke. I love what Shinsuke did to LA Knight on the show. Missed him by giving him the... He slid out the way and hit him with the damn mist. That was hilarious to me. Made LA Knight look like a joke. It was funny. I like what he did here. Is he going to win the championship? No. Would I love that? Sure, but I don't think it's going to happen. So he moves out the way slightly, hits him with the mist. It was kind of hilarious. It was hysterical. Good stuff from Shinsuke. Right in the face. Right in the face. Wow. Caught him off guard. It was hilarious. Right in the face. That's disgusting. What do you think about the ICW? The ICW. What do you think about the IWC pushing the Shinsuke is a bad agenda? Now, I don't really get it. Let me make sure I understand what you're saying here. Oh, he's bad in the ring, he's saying? I don't think, they're saying he's bad at worker, he's a bad at wrestler or something like that. Shinsuke's fine. I don't have a problem with Shinsuke at all. I think he's good. I disagree with that take. If that's the case, if that's what they're talking about, I disagree with it. I think Shinsuke is fine. I have no issues with Shinsuke whatsoever. He's a fine talent. Damian whooping that ass. He probably will, but I think Gunther will cheat. That's all. But yeah, this is hilarious. So we'll see how long this match is. We'll see how much offense Shinsuke gets in. I think we'll get a lot of it in. Could have building them up to be kind of strong. But ultimately, LA Knight will get the win here. Well, I think it's going to happen. Is it the best move? I don't know. Let's talk about Kevin Owens and his glorious promo he cut. So Kevin Owens, I've been saying for months, is right. Brought up time and time again where Roman Reigns attacked him, maimed him, did all, like a whole bunch of shit, right? And then they show Cody Rhodes teaming up with him. Cody Rhodes being in the building when Kevin Owens got jumped at the Royal Rumble. I'm like, yeah, this guy's correct. I'm behind Kevin Owens. They did not give me a good enough reason. That's why I see Cody Rhodes would not reject Roman Reigns' tag team match. He openly decided to tag team with Roman Reigns, and I never bought it, okay? I think that Cody Rhodes is stupid, okay? All right, I tell you the truth, but that's how I see it, okay? So I'm all on the Kevin Owens train here. Kevin Owens win the big one tonight. I would love for him to win tonight. Will it happen? Probably not. All right, that's what I'll do. Cody Rhodes been an epic fail. Been an epic fail, Cody Rhodes' arc here. I'm rooting for Kevin Owens, okay? So hopefully Kevin Owens can win the big one tonight. It's not happening. But hopefully Kevin Owens can win the big one tonight. The entire world that he was right. And why you don't team up with Roman Reigns, considering all the shit he did to your friends, okay? Roman Reigns tormented your friends for years. And you team up with him. You showed up to the damn Georgia Tech Stadium at that weird cinema and that weird high definition, highly produced segment, right? And then you teamed up with him. You didn't bother asking Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins and your friends who spent the blood, the sweat, and the tears to take down Roman Reigns. You just teamed up with him all willy-nilly. So you know what? Kevin, my opinion, you deserve to lose. So tonight we are all Kevin Owens. We are all Kevin Owens tonight. I'm rooting for both Cody and Kevin. No, that's not how it works. You gotta pick one. Can't root for both. Can't root for both. No, he was wrong for attacking Randy. He was wrong. Wrong for that, right? But that's not what's happening here. Randy's not in the match. It's Cody Rhodes. So yes, Cody Rhodes is in the wrong. Kevin should win tonight, but it won't happen. What else we need to talk about? By the way, I'm open. Like, I don't have any real structure here, so any question you got, just put it in the chat and I'll read it. You want to send a super chat, you can do that. You're not forced to, but I love that as well. But yeah, I'm open to anything right now. There's no real structure to this stream. Let's see what's happening on the pre-show. What are they talking about? They're talking about Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser. Okay, so they're talking about Sheamus in a triple threat match tonight. That's going to be a fun match. Braun, Sheamus, Ludwig Kaiser. Do I think Braun will lose? I don't think so. I think Braun will retain that on that match. So, oh look, Sheamus. What you got to talk about, Sheamus?
It all, except he's never won the Intercontinental title.
Or nothing. He's walking with his
Vancouver.
What are you talking about?
Are you ready for a banger?
Let's head back to our own Jackie Redmond with a special guest.
Cole, thank you so much. I'm here with Intercontinental Champion Braun.
Jackie Redmond talking to Braun.
Tonight. You will defend this championship in a triple threat match against Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser, which means technically you don't have to lose your championship. What's your mindset going into this match tonight?
Yeah, it's an
you don't have to
interesting
lose
match for sure. I've
lose.
had
That's the
all
dumbest
week
thing.
to kind of reflect about, what the job is at hand. I mean, I respect both competitors. I respect Ludwig for trying to go out, make a name for himself on it.
You don't have to lose your title. If he does, that's losing. He doesn't have to get pinned, but he will lose if he doesn't get pinned. So that's a wrong statement there, Jack.
Zone without Gunther's help. I respect Sheamus. I mean, who doesn't respect Sheamus? He's a former world champion. I mean, he's going to be a Hall of Famer one day. What's not to respect, right? But I'm not the champion or the guy that we should be trying to have some kind of experimental thing where you're trying to make it on your own or figure out if you can hack it in the singles division. I'm not the one to try that with. Anyone else would be the better choice. I mean, Ludwig, I know exactly what his game plan is tonight. He's going to try to sewer rat around and steal a championship from me. And Sheamus, I mean, God, you think because you buy into this false hope because you read the internet like a nerd that you haven't won the Intercontinental Championship to be a Grand Slam champion? I should just give it to you? I mean, God, I played for the Ravens and never won a Super Bowl, but should they give me a Super Bowl ring because I was there?
Did he play for the Ravens?
No. God.
Or was just on the team?
Take it back to the retirement home, old man. This ain't Saturday Night Bingo. This is Braun freaking Breaker at Survivor Series. I am the Intercontinental Champion, and the dogs are barking in Vancouver. Who?
Well,
like
Cole,
Braun Breaker.
I send it back to you. Sounds like
Braun Breaker is giving like some
a comfort blanket, a safety
he's giving
blanket.
major tweener vibes. So Ludwig Kaiser is a full-on heel. Sheamus is a full-on face, and he's like antagonizing both. He's full-on tweener at this point, in my opinion. So Braun Breaker is like the prototypical straight-up tweener. So anybody want to ask like who's a tweener in WWE right now? He's a tweener. Braun Breaker is a tweener for sure. Not a heel, not a face. So what is Jay sending me here? Jay, are you in the chat right now? Are you in the chat, Jay? If the idea is to try to convince people that the team is going to implode so that they have to overcome it to win the match, they're doing a horrible job with it. Everything seems to be fine. That you basically expect something bad to happen. That's a fair point. Storytelling 101. So what's going on here? The walk-in, Bianca Bailey walking close to each other. That's fair. That's a fair point by Creature Lives, right? So storytelling, if the goal is for the babyfaces to win the match, right? By overcoming their differences, you would think they'd show more tension and more problems, more issues within the team, like turmoil within the group, right? That's not happening. These segments, this may be non-canon for all I know, right? This is a recording, right? These segments show that Team Mommy, they can't keep it straight. One day is Team Bianca, the next day is Team Mommy, whatever. They're showing that Team Mommy are kind of on the same page. They're vibing, they're walking, they're vibing. No, they're walking, they're vibing. So like, what are they trying to set up here? Like, what are they doing? That's a fair point. I'm going to still say that I think Team Mommy, Team Rhea, Team Bianca, Team ESD, whatever, they're going to win. But right now, they're showing Bianca and Bailey kind of walking close to each other. There's no tension. There's no issue. So what are they cooking tonight? I don't know. That's why we love pro wrestling. That's why we like storytelling. We'll see what happens. Okay, but that's a fair point by Mr. Creature Lips. He was there for 1 year on the practice squad. Oh, okay. Thanks, Casper. So you didn't really do anything, right? Practice squad guy. Cool. Rhea, Bianca, and Io at the forefront. They were. Or maybe Bianca took her out. For the love of God. Maybe she did, okay? Maybe Bianca did take her out. I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense to me, okay? But it could happen, of course. I'm not in the writing room. I didn't write the damn storyline, but I just think it wouldn't make any sense for me. That's all. What else we got? Can't trust Asuka Stan. He is an Asuka Stan, that for sure. He's harmless. He's a decent guy, but yes, he's a full-on Asuka Stan for sure. Brianna, imagine a faction on NXT that includes Gigi, Tatum, Thea Hale. Thea has passed with JC Jane. She does. That'd be interesting. 3. I'm kidding. It'd be interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting. Rhea is a tweener. She gives tweener energy, but I don't think she is. She's a full-on face. She's like the badass face, but she's not really a tweener. Not in the same vein as Braun Breaker. Yeah, Braun Breaker cutting a promo against a face, cutting a promo against a heel, right? Right now, Rhea Ripley just cutting promos against heels. She did have that one backstage thing with Bianca Belair when she said, "Hey, stay out of my way." But that's not really a promo for so much. I can see why you would say that, but she's a face. Ron is a tweener to me. He's cool. I accidentally antagonized him once. Jade's all right. What's up, Wendy? What's the other question you guys have? What are the other topics I haven't discussed yet about WarGames in general? Looking at the pre-show, let's see. Commercial break. Yeah. What you got? What if Lyra versus Dakota versus Raquel on one of the IC title tournament matches? That'd be a crazy match. A Lyra, Dakota, Raquel. I think Lyra wins. My pick is Lyra. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Lyra wins that match. I'm just high on Lyra right now, and I think Triple H is high on her as well. Rhea Ripley has a feud with Raquel right now anyway, so I'll go Lyra. But I don't think that match's gonna happen. I don't think we're gonna get that type of match with those three. He'll spread it out. It'll be more spread out. We are less than an hour and a half away from WarGames. The women will open the show for sure. The ladies will open the show. Will Rhea versus Raquel happen at Saturday Night Main Event? Well, let's see. How long is that show? It's on TV. Is it 3 hours? Is it 2 hours? I asked that because not a traditional PLE. It's not a traditional PLE. It's more like a special SmackDown or a special Raw. I see that. Because you have commercial breaks, right? If that's the case, I can see them having 3 women's matches, I guess. They're going to have the U.S. women's title on the line. Maybe Bayley against Naomi, right? Probably going to have Io against Liv Morgan. That's another one. And then you have another one, which would be Raquel or Rhea. That's 3 matches for the women on that show. If it was a PLE, I'd say no. But because it's not really a PLE, it's possible they can have 3 women's matches on that card. It's possible. But you're going to have Cody, Kevin Owens. Going to have some more men on that show as well. So, not a bad shout, but I'm not sure. Only 5 matches for Saturday Night Main Event. I wouldn't be surprised about that. I wouldn't be surprised. If that's the case, then no. Not on that show. It'll probably be on a Raw. A random Raw. Raquel Rhea Ripley on a Raw. Since Dakota and Lyra both got video packages, I think sometimes we think video package means win. Sometimes this means character direction. Like, for example, Jada Parker got a video package for the Iron Survivor match and she lost, right? She lost her match. So it doesn't really mean that you're going to get a win. It could just mean a character direction or character change or they're trying to solidify something. That could be all it means. So I wouldn't be too sure that because they got video packages, it means they're going to win. But it's telling. It's telling though. It's something to note if you get a video package for sure. Heels win and destroy Rhea Ripley. They could protect. I have a hard time seeing Rhea Ripley get beat up again, considering what happened to her. It took her off TV because of a brutal attack. A brutal attack took her off TV. Does she come back and lose again with Triple H booking? I don't know about that one. I think it's more likely that the heel team lose tonight. And I think Team Rhea, Team Bianca, whatever, wins. But we'll see. I think Bayley will have to step up and do something. I think Rhea being beat up twice is much, considering the mask she's wearing. They broke her orbital. She comes back and she loses again. I don't know about that one. That's a tough sell. Possible, but a tough sell. And this is Rhea Ripley we're talking about here. Will we see a face-off between 5 women's Iron Survivor qualifiers next week in the ring before Oh yeah, like a summit, maybe. It'll be interesting considering two of them doesn't speak great English, but I can see a summit. That's usually what they do. They have like a summit where the 5 of them in the ring talking crap. They did that last year. Expect something like that on NXT for sure. It feels like the loss. I feel like heels lose. Candice LeRae has to get pinned. Candice LeRae is an interesting person in the ring. Not necessarily, right? Because remember, Bayley got pinned last time because they were telling a specific story. They were telling a story of Bayley having to be on her own against the wall, right? She was on her own, and her friends were not there for her. She had breaking up the pins, but when it was time to break up her pin, her friends were not there, you know? So she took an L. She took the pin. If they wanted to tell EO pinning Liv Morgan to set up another, to remind the audience, hey, look, the number 1 contender pinned EO Sky, or pinned Liv Morgan, right? EO Sky, the number 1 contender, pinned Liv Morgan. They could do that. They can do, hey, I think it'd be a mistake if Rhea pinned Liv Morgan. That's be silly, considering she's not the number 1 contender. Let's respect EO as the number 1 contender for now. So no Rhea Ripley pinning Liv Morgan. Here's something I forgot to mention. Bianca Belair, KOD. Does it happen tonight? Does the Bianca Belair KOD happen tonight? Question to the chat. KOD, Bianca Belair on Nia Jax. Yes or no tonight? They've been saving it. They've been teasing it. Does she hit it tonight? It's a big moment for the show. It's a big moment. Does Bayley help her get her into position? They can have Bayley help Bianca get her into position, right? Then Bianca hits the KOD on Nia Jax, big spot. That has to end the match. Whenever Bianca Belair hits the KOD, the match will be over. So whether it's now, whether it's Saturday Night Main Event, whether it's Royal Rumble, whatever, when she hits it, that'll be the end of the match. They won't continue the match beyond that, right? So if she hits the KOD on Nia Jax, the match will be over. They win. I can see it tonight for sure. But if it happens tonight, it's not going to happen again later on. So that'll be Bianca's moment against Nia Jax. Unless they want to do another match down the road. But Bianca is, the problem with that is, oh, never mind. They're both on SmackDown, never mind. Bianca and Nia Jax are both on SmackDown. I take it back. I take it back. And when is Charlotte Flair going to show up? Charlotte on SmackDown? That's what I thought, but who knows? Hope so. Nah, it happens, yes. KODS, probably no. I also see Soruka winning the Iron Survivor Challenge, Brianna. Who does Nia Jax face after the PLE? Or after this PLE? Charlotte or Bianca? Charlotte Flair or Bianca? Which one? I don't know. So interesting because of the Bianca Belair Jade Cargill storyline. By the way, according to PW Insider, Jade Cargill is not actually injured, which is we're happy to hear. If that's the case, that means whatever is happening is a part of the original plan. Whatever happens now is a part of the original plan, assuming Jade Cargill is not injured. And if that's the case, and Bianca Belair, so the first step for Bianca after WarGames will be tag titles. What are we doing with it? Am I dropping it? Will somebody take Jade Cargill's spot? So that's the first question. Once they answer that, we'll know, like, we have a better sense of where we're going. So we got to see what happens with the tag titles first. So I can't really fantasy book Bianca going forward until I know what's happening with that tag titles. Will they vacate? Will Naomi replace her? I don't know. Once I know that, I'll be better able to predict the future when it comes to her booking. What's up, Keenan? Thank God it's just storyline. Yeah, for real. I just want the original plan, whether it's good or not, it could be trash, but I want the original plan to be in place. Whatever they want to happen, let that happen. I don't want any pivots or any weird things. For example, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair. I think that was going to happen. That was supposed to happen, but they had to pivot to do the whole 6-woman tag match, right? I don't want to see any pivots at WrestleMania. I want them to do what they set out to do. And if it's good or bad, we'll see. Whether it's good or bad, we'll see. So just do what you want to do. No pivot, and we'll evaluate and critique that. We'll see how it goes. Who is Liv Morgan's next feud after Rhea? Well, after she loses to Rhea at Mania, we'll have a draft. So I don't know. This entire draft. Maybe Becky? But we'll see because the draft, you know. But that would be an interesting time for Liv Morgan. She will drop the belt. She will drop the belt at Mania. And then it'll be interesting to see what happens after that. What happens to Liv Morgan when she's not champion? Will Triple H put her in the mid-card? Will Triple H forget about her? Probably. Bianca already number 1 contender for Nia Jax. Is she? Not really. She won an advantage match. You know, you could argue that the advantage match makes her number 1 contender, but at the same time, everybody can see that Bayley interfered. But yes, I agree. Technically, she pinned the champion. When Naomi pinned the champion, she got a title shot. So you could argue that Bianca is number 1 contender, especially considering Jade Cargill being out. So yes, that's not a stretch to say, Bianca Belair, you are now number 1 contender. You will face Nia Jax at Saturday Night Main Event. Or, yeah, that would have be that. It would have be that. It couldn't be anything else. So look out for what happens tonight. If Bianca pins her again tonight, she's number 1 contender. They're doing it. She will face Bayley at Saturday Night Main Event. For sure. Maybe then Tiffany cashes in. I don't know. That'd be crazy. That'd be the time to do it. He pins her in the advantage match. Bianca pins her again tonight. Saturday Night Main Event is Bianca Nia Jax. Tiffany cashes in. I don't love it for Tiffany. I prefer her to cash in later on, but whatever. But then again, there's already 2 matches set for that show, I think. Liv, Io, and the women's final for the US title. So maybe that doesn't happen on that show. Maybe it happens on a random SmackDown. Liv could try to win NXT. No. I'm not a fan. That'd be a bad look. That'd be a really bad look. Don't do that. Keep her on the mid-card. Keep her in the mid-card. Nothing wrong with the mid-card. Nothing at all. At least what's happening on the pre-show. They're showing Canada. Who is this? What's going on here? Somebody's writing something. Who's this? Know who this is. Let me see. Let me play audio real quick.
WWE fan for well over 35 years, attended over 250 WWE events.
This audio will get flagged for sure. The like background music is very polished. That'll get flagged. But they're talking to some guy about something. Who knows? Becky went to NXT. That's true. But Becky went down there to be the veteran. To, you know, he's like the talent you put up against the Young Bucks to evaluate them. You know, that's not Liv Morgan really. That'd be more like Bayley goes down to NXT. That's the same. That's in the same vein. Bayley goes down there. Charlotte goes down there. Natalia goes down there. Naomi goes down there. That's more in the vein of that. Not so much Liv Morgan. You don't want Liv Morgan going down there to like wrestle Julia or Stephanie. That doesn't make sense to me. She'll be fine. I'm sure Liv Morgan will be fine. They'll figure something out. I'm not worried about her booking. After Liv loses the title, she will just be annoying heel that always loses the. Maybe. Am I forgetting about something on the show? WWE WarGames talked about Seth Rollins' plans. I think I talked about Ludwig Kaiser. Talked about LA Knight. Talked about Gunther. No, okay, I covered it all. So we're chilling right now. We're just chilling. Liv and Dakota feud would be dope. Sure. The Rock. Oh yeah, I forgot about The Rock. So there is a theory going around that The Rock might show up tonight. I don't think so. I have no evidence to back that up. I mean, I guess he could. Like, it's not to stop him. I mean, it's in Canada. It's not stopping him. He can show up there. You have, if they win, let's say the heels lose, right? CM Punk helps Roman Reigns, like I think is going to happen. Then you have The Rock show up and do what? The stair at the top of the ramp. If he's going to show up the stair at the top of the ramp, I don't want to see him. If he's going to stand there and say, "Hey, I'm The Rock up here. Look at me," I don't really care for it. Yeah, so let's hope it's something more than just standing at the top of the ramp, but we'll see what happens. The Rock is Thanos and Solo is Loki. Yeah, that works fine. I said Hells. He'll do the same thing he did at SummerSlam. Yeah, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see him to stand there. So, staring menacingly. Yep, just like SpongeBob. I don't want to see that, you know? Let's hope something else happens. So, yes. We all think that, oh yeah, by the way, Stephanie. Like I've been saying on the stream for like months since she was signed. Stephanie's money. And she even says here that they're like preparing for her, she says in this interview that there's more coming for her, especially with WWE coming to Netflix and the accessibility of that to Chile. I think she's going to spend a short amount of time in NXT. She'll be on the main roster next year. She's a marketing dream. I said before, I say it again. This woman speaks Spanish. She's beautiful. She's talented, and she's legitimately good in the ring. She's a marketing dream for that market, the Spanish-speaking markets. She'll be at the forefront of all the ads for that market. Money to be made. I think she'll be on the main roster very soon, challenging for the mid-card belts first next year. And Julia will stay down there. Julia will stay in NXT while she's get called up first, and they will market the hell out of her very, very quickly in those markets. It makes too much sense. She's a gold mine for that market. It's common sense. You can't mess it up. You can't mess up Stephanie McCare. Happy for her. She will be making a lot of money for the company and for herself. She's invaluable. Invaluable. They'll lock her down. Her next contract will be even more. Her next contract will be even more. So I'm happy with Stephanie. Great talent. Fantastic. Looks like a star. Carries herself like a star. And will be around for WWE for a while. So good for her. Can we see her in Mexico? Yeah, she'll be there. She'll be all over the place. Mexico, Chile, all the places. All the places. The Rock attacks Solo. That'd be interesting. Solo, I love you. I don't think it makes much sense at this point, considering Solo just pinned Roman Reigns. So why would he kick him out or attack him for again, WarGames has no stakes. So why are you kicking him out for losing at the WarGames? Whatever. Like, I can see it happening, but that'd be a stretch. I think Roman Reigns wins tonight. Solo will stay in charge. And the talking point will be Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins is the talking point here. That'll be the biggest story coming out of the match. What did Seth Rollins do? That's a talking point. More so than The Rock showing up and staring there like looking all cool. I don't think so. One last chance, Will, for disgracing the bloodline. But he just pinned Roman Reigns, didn't he? Will she win the NXT World? Or will Stephanie win it? No. Stephanie, I don't think so. Stephanie will not win the NXT title. One thing to remember, folks, when it comes to Stephanie in NXT, she was not a part of the original plan. She was not a part of the original plan. The original plan was Roxanne, Julia. Stephanie was a happy accident or like a happy surprise, right? They didn't know she was going to be available. She had that match against Mercedes Moné. It went viral. Like, oh yeah, Stephanie, we know her. She tried out a long time ago. Is she available? Oh, sign her quick, sign her. She's a marketing dream. She speaks Spanish, beautiful, talented. Sign her, right? So they signed her. And they had to change up the entire, like, I think somebody reported it for Fightful. They said once they signed Stephanie, they had to like completely rip up the booking sheet they had. The plan had to be scrapped. Scrap the plan for Stephanie, right? I still think the like root of the plan, the backbone of the plan is Julia beats Roxanne Perez at Stand and Deliver, right? So Stephanie does not play into that because, again, she's not a part of the original plan, but she'll be compensated, she'll be highlighted heavily, and she'll ultimately be on the main roster next year. So no NXT run for Stephanie as champion. I don't think so. Bianca did just fine without winning that belt. I think Soruka will not win that belt either, so she'll be fine. You don't need to win the NXT belt. You don't need that belt. Doesn't need it. That was weird. My Windows wanted to update something just now. Middle of my stream. For the first time. That was weird. I think Lash is going to be a star. Oh, yes. So I don't want to say this online because I know people will like cry and bitch, but I'll say it here. When you have a talent like Lash Legend and how she's performing, I think I'm still thinking about NXT, not Julia. But when you have Jade Cargill, and Lash Legend, I think Lash Legend's presence not help Jade Cargill. That's all I'm going to say. The way she looks, her style, her attitude, her look, her charisma, her talent in the ring, doesn't bode well for Jade Cargill when we make the comparison. If you're a suit, you're saying we're investing all this energy and time into Jade to build her up. But we also have another superstar that is also, beautiful, African-American, talented, and better in the ring now. How much resources do we allocate to getting this one person over? I'm not saying they both can't coexist. They can. But when both of them are on SmackDown right now, typically they're both on SmackDown really, and they're both kind of like showcasing their talents, and people are now currently deciding in real time, I like Lash or I like Jade Cargill. At the same exact time, it's not the best look for Jade Cargill at the moment. I'm not saying it means anything down the road or it'll like hurt Jade Cargill ultimately, right? But in a business, whether you like it or not, these things are considered, all right? It's just like in talent evaluation, in acting, in like scouting, and you name it. In casting, whatever, when you have two tall, beautiful African-American women, they get compared. Period. That's obvious. We've seen it with Bianca and Jade now. Always being compared. You don't think Triple H and the people in WWE aren't comparing those two and saying, what do we have here? And what do we have here? You're living in a fantasy world if you think that's not happening. It's obvious. It always happens in all walks of life, in all of the industry, Hollywood, whatever. They're comparing those two. They're doing it, all right? And Lash Legend is cooking. She's cooking. She's getting over. Crowd loves her. Okay. Some similar movesets. I'm going to say. But Jade Cargill, they are invested in her. I'm sure her contract is great, right? She getting paid more money than Lash for sure. She's getting paid more than Lash. They are going to make sure Jade Cargill's fine. Okay, they've invested in Jade Cargill. We'll see where it goes. But I think Lash Legend is opening some eyes. She's opening some eyes right now, so see where it goes. Yeah, Lash is a better wrestler, and she looks like a star. To me, Lash looks like a star. She looks great in the ring. She's good on the mic, really good on the mic. Charisma, Like, she looks great. She's a star to me when I see Lash. So it'll be interesting to see how they're both booked going forward. Because I think Lash is just as much of a star as Jade Cargill to me. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's not live in a fantasy world where we think that's not happening behind the scenes. You don't think creative and the suits are comparing these two? You're in denial. That's 100% happening. Okay? I'm going to say Lash, to me, looks every much of a star, just as much of a star to me as Jade when I see her, especially when you consider her in-ring and her charisma and her mic skills. She's great. I think the sky's the limit for her. She's on the rise. We'll see what happens. But yeah, they're definitely taking a look at Lash. I think Triple H likes her a lot. She keeps getting called up no matter what. Well, called up as in she's being used on the main roster. I think Triple H really likes her. I think he really does. So see her booking going forward. It's hard not to compare them. It's hard not to. I mean, they're comparing Bianca and Jade, let alone Lash. I mean, it's going to happen. Let's not be naive. That's all I'm going to say. Let's not be naive. They're being compared. They're being compared. Yep, Rumble could be a big moment for her, especially now I see it. I think she'll be on the Rumble. I think she'll get a Rumble spot. She's doing great. She's getting over. She's showcasing her talents. I'm a fan. Not too long ago, people were hating on her, saying she sucked. Look where she is now, making them all look stupid, making them all look silly. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Jade will be fine. I'm sure Jade will be fine. Do you think Jakara could do well in NXT without Lash? I think she'll be paired with Lash. I think she'll get called up with her. She'll be fine. She'd be fine without her, I think, with the right booking. But I think they're a package deal. I think they're both getting called up at the same time. So would that be SmackDown or Raw? I would put her with I would put both of them with Naomi. Have that heel faction. That's what I would do. Of Naomi, Lash, and Jakara, but she'll be called up with Lash, I think. So she'll be fine. She's athletic. She can go. She showed herself very well in the opportunities she's been given. She moves well. She's doing a good job. So I'm not worried about Jakara at all. She's fine. Is she the talent that Lash is? No, but she's fine. She's athletic. She can go in the ring. She has charisma. She looks good, obviously. So she'll be fine as well. So a lot of talent, man. A lot of talent down there in NXT. Soon to be on the main roster. Soon to be on the main roster. There's some money lineup. That's money. Have you watched Moana 2? I've seen the first one, but not the second one. I'll never give them for the Lash is trash chance. They were doing that? I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's crazy. Lash is trash. That's crazy. He's great. Anything else? We have less than an hour before the main show. Anything else? I don't know what happened. That's news to me. Lash is trash. I don't remember it. Maybe I just don't remember. The women will 100% open up WarGames. They'll open up the show. Bailey is still retweeting right now. Who do you think starts in the... That's a good question. Who starts WarGames? Who starts the show in the ring? There's 5 to choose from each team. Who starts the I think Rhea Ripley comes out last, probably. She had the mask. So I think she comes out last for the face team. The heel team, the last one will probably be Nia. I'll go Nia, Rhea are the last in. The first 2 in will be Bianca, probably, or Bailey. Probably Bianca. Bianca Tiffany be cool. That'd be cool. Start with Bianca Tiffany. End with Rhea Ripley, Nia. Yeah, that's what I'd do. That's what I would do for sure. That's it. Bianca Tiffany, start the show. Then Rhea Ripley last, and then Nia Jax the very, very last. That's what I would do. Tiffany EO would be good too. Has EO ever started off WarGames? No, she never has. Bianca has like twice, I think. Maybe once. I think once. 2022, Bianca opened up with Dakota Kai. Next year, it was Bayley and Becky. And this year, it'll probably be Bianca and like Tiffany, or maybe EO and Tiffany. Not Raquel. Not Candice LeRae. Maybe Liv Morgan and Liv Bianca. I can see that as well. Liv Bianca is another one as well. Yeah. Liv Bianca is a decent one. The IWC wants EO and Candice to start. Why not? That worked fine as well. The Liv Bianca, Bianca Tiffany. For the men, Jay and one of the brothers, Paolonga or Tamatonga or Tongaloa, one of those two. With Jay, probably. Yeah, Io Sky is going to be doing crazy spots, so she's going to come in later. Liv, we'll see how crazy she gets. We'll see how crazy she gets. I think Io comes in later, so Bianca Liv is going to start, or Bianca Tiffany. I don't think it'll be Raquel. Maybe Candice. Bianca is possible as well. We'll see. Bayley started last time, but she was a heel. But if she can start to show her loyalty, that makes sense. Or you can have her come in and try to save Bianca. Either way, that works well. MVP of WarGames. It'll probably be EO, because EO does the crazy spots, right? EO, or maybe Tiffany. I see Tiffany like a swanton off the top. That dangerous, but I can see a swanton from Tiffany. I can see a big spot from Io Sky. Usually it's somebody who spends the most time in the ring. So whoever starts the show could have could likely be the MVP, whoever starts. For the men, I already said it, right? I said Jay and one of the brothers, Tamatonga or Tongaloa. And then the last one in will be Solo and probably Roman. Does Roman start or close the show? Usually he closes. Roman does. Does this time, because he's a face, does he open up WarGames? Did he start it off? Then you have CM Punk coming last, because CM Punk is like the guy you don't want to get injured. No offense to CM Punk, but you are injury prone, so maybe they hold off on CM Punk until the last one. So I have CM Punk coming in last. Roman Reigns starts. CM Punk comes in last. Jacob and EO. Yeah, I got Jacob as the MVP as well. If Liv enters first, Rhea Ripley will want to go first. That is true. That's a damn good point there. So maybe Liv Morgan goes last and Nia Jax goes first. Because you're right. Rhea Ripley just gets her hand on Liv. She doesn't care about Liv Morgan. She just wants to get her hand on Liv Morgan. So if Liv Morgan goes in first, she's going first. And since she's like the de facto captain, she can dictate that, right? So I probably agree with you. Liv will come in last. If Rhea Ripley's still in the cage, I think she will come in last. So yeah, that's a good point. Liv last. Maybe Bianca Tiffany. Liv comes in last. Yeah, no, we don't want any CM Punk injuries. No CM Punk injuries at all. Rhea is the last one to show up. Yeah, I think she goes in last. And Liv Morgan goes in last as well. Candice goes in first. I can see that as well. Candice EO. Candice Bianca. Candice Bayley. Well, here's the thing. I will say this. I forgot to mention this. Check this out. Check this out. Did they give something away here? Did they give something away? So check out this brawl. All right. My eyes always my mind always goes to this kind of type of stuff. Check out this brawl, not ball. Check out this brawl. Tiffany is brawling with Naomi. Bianca with Nia Jax. Liv with Io. Raquel with Rhea Ripley. And Candice with Bayley. Does that speak to what's going to happen tonight? Is that going to dictate the pairings? So you have Candice with Bayley. Bianca, Nia Jax. Tiffany with Naomi. Liv and Io, because Io is number one contender, right? And Raquel with Rhea. Maybe that is telling. Right? Maybe they're giving away here. The order. Maybe. Naomi has a match with Tiffany coming up, right? In the tournament. Number one contender. Liv and Io, right? So interesting how they had this brawl, right? Bianca and look at Io. Poor Io. You live with Io. You have Bayley with Candice there, right? So yeah. Raquel and Rhea Ripley. So maybe that's how it's going to work out here. Bianca was fighting Nia. So I'm telling you that KOD could happen tonight. They show Bianca fighting Nia. That KOD could happen tonight on Nia Jax. That'd be cool. It'd be a big moment, a big Survivor Series moment. It would be. Rhea and Bianca are together there. Candice and Bayley first. I can see that. Yep. The details matter. It does. Hopefully no injuries. Yes, no injuries tonight. Can you imagine Charlotte Flair's music hits at the end? Like they pull a CM Punk and Charlotte Flair shows up at the end of this? I don't think so. I don't think so, but that'd be kind of crazy. If Charlotte Flair showed up tonight. But I don't think that happens. Nia Jax would probably try to do one of the no injuries, right? Gotta be careful. Nia Jax would try to do maybe I don't know for Nia Jax. Nothing too dangerous, you know. Charlotte Flair shows up at Netflix. Well, Charlotte Flair will be on SmackDown, so he's a SmackDown superstar. That's where Andrade is. That's where Nia Jax is. Hurricanrana. Didn't she do that like before? No, somebody did it on her. Yeah, I don't want to see a Nia Jax Hurricanrana. That'd be dangerous. If Jordan Grace eliminates Raquel in the Women's Royal Rumble, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Have bad blood. Yeah, the bad blood. Yeah, Hurricanrana. That's when it was. That's when it happened, right? But yeah, this should be fun tonight. Let's see. Anything else popped up here? I forgot to show. Someone said that Liv Morgan was unhinged. Like, calm down. She's not unhinged. She's just mad she got attacked. Not unhinged. Maybe she'll be unhinged. Maybe she'll have some weapons or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm thinking babyfaces win. Wonder if anything popped up on Twitter that I haven't noticed to see. Let's see. Nope, nothing. Peacock. What's going on, Peacock? He's talking about
Oh, I don't know what we're in store for this men's
Talking about the men's
WarGames match. But
match.
I cannot wait to see it. I've mentioned before that Survivor Series is the second longest running annual PLE in WWE, second only to WrestleMania. We've been counting down some iconic Survivor Series moments all show long, so let's get to number 5.
I would love to see next year the Iron Survivor goes to the main roster, and then WarGames goes down to NXT. I can't wait to see a Iron Survivor on the main roster. The Iron Survivor matches are very cool and very fun to watch. That on the main roster would be very, 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 very cool. So I'm advocating for main roster and Iron Survivor match next year. Hopefully we see that. Marion may cut a good promo on Collision. Is that happening now? Are they showing Collision early? Are they showing Collision early because of the show? It's crazy. Let's see. Collision. When is Collision airing? Right now? Or are you bullshitting me? I want to gatekeep for NXT. No, I think NXT is there to have ideas that can then be used on the biggest stages. So it is on now. Collision is on right now. That's crazy. Maybe I'll watch that tonight after WarGames or after, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Who you got winning? Team Rhea or Team Liv just joined. What's up, 6? I have Team Rhea Ripley winning. But again, it doesn't matter because these matches have no stakes. It's more about the storylines. But yes, I'm going to guess Team Rhea Ripley wins. Yeah, I want to see the Iron Survivor match on the main roster next year. But you go to NXT, you try out the matches, you see if it's good. It's good. Then you bring it up to the main roster. That's how I feel about it. So Iron Survivor, main roster, I want to see it. Yeah, right, exactly. WarGames started off in NXT because Vince McMahon did not love it. It then became a regular for Survivor Series. Now I don't want to see a WarGames every year. I want to see a Iron Survivor next year. You can like alternate it. Like 1 year is WarGames, next year is Iron Survivor, so on and so forth. That's what I would do. Zarya in WarGames would be crazy. Zarya's she's a great talent. Exciting time for NXT. I saw that Stephanie said that she went to NXT because NXT had the best women's division. No, I'm not watching the Hornets, man. The Hornets, LaMelo's injured, Trey Mann's injured. It's really, really bad. I'm not trying to watch the Hornets right now. It's depressing. Everybody's injured. It's the same shit every year. Same shit every year, man. I don't have time for that injury bullshit with the Hornets every goddamn year. It's not their fault, but I just can't take it, man. William Regal announced WarGames.
I'm here in Vancouver because today is WarGames!
Iconic from the Regal Man. We're back. We're so back. We're so back, folks. William Regal. What is Oscar doing? Oscar's doing a meme like she always does. Okay. But we're so back. We got Regal for WarGames. Let's go. It'll be a fun show. When it comes to WarGames matches, because it starts in it's bookended by the WarGames matches, these shows, sometimes the matches in between, you can get kind of like just waiting for the next WarGames match sometimes. So I'm hoping Priest and Gunther in a triple threat match and Shinsuke and LA Knight, they can really cook and put on a great matches, because usually you're just waiting for the next WarGames match, right? The women will open it up and then the men will close it, right? So just hoping that in between, those matches are actually good. You're not just waiting for the next WarGames match, you know? You know what I'm talking about? If Stephanie goes after the women's tag titles, who would she team up with? Stephanie Vicaire tag team division? Not Julia, then it'd be like, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't know who it would be. That'd be weird. With Raquel? Raquel? Nah. Yeah, I don't know. I have to think about that one. Lena Vega? That'd be interesting. If you're wrong about Team Rhea Ripley winning, you owe me a shout out next stream. If I'm wrong, there's no like this match. It doesn't matter who wins. It's no stakes, Pedro. There's no stakes in this damn match. Doesn't matter who wins. I mean, I'm not joking. Like seriously, it really does not matter who wins these matches. They have no stakes. Alexa Lopez? Yeah, no, I don't want to see Alexa Lopez in. No, not Alexa Lopez. I'm sorry. No tag team division for Stephanie. No tag team division for now. If it would be, it'd be like your pride has at stakes. Your pride is at stake. I don't think so. Julia worked well with Stephanie, but they're both singles competitors. So I don't like the idea for either one of them. Maybe Lola Vice? I don't know. Or maybe there won't be a Spanish speaking either. Maybe be like someone who's not Spanish speaking. But yeah, I don't see it. Sign up for late breaking back news. What the? Sign up for late breaking backstage news. HeymanHustle.com. What the hell is this? Join the Hustle newsletter from Paul Heyman. You guys signing up for the newsletter? Interesting, I guess. That's weird. To sign up for the backstage news, like the kayfabe news. This is what you guys are feeding the dirt sheets, like Dave and John Rossap. What's going on here? Excuse me? And all right. Head on the table. Don't betray Roman. WCW hotline vibes. Question mark. Yeah, what's going on here? Sign up for late breaking backstage news. Has its own newsletter. I won't be signing up. You guys can tell me what's in here. Yeah, you guys can tell me. Let me know what's in the newsletter. No offense, Paul. Yeah, 30 minutes into the show. I'll wrap it up like I want to say like 15 minutes before the show, or maybe more, maybe 20 minutes. Once Jordynne Grace comes to Raw, it's gonna be game over for Liv Morgan, Raquel, and the rest of the women's division. Depending on the booking, sure. If Jordynne Grace goes after the mid-card title, I see Jordynne Grace win. I agree. If she immediately chases the mid-card, she's going to win it. That type of talent, I think they would push. So, same with Stephanie. If Stephanie chases the mid-card, she wins it. They're that type of talent. Stephanie, Jordynne Grace, those are like mid-card champions right away. Like, immediately winning the mid-card belt, I think. A little similar to Braun Breaker. Like, immediate champion right out the gate. I don't want Zarya to catch the Rhea Ripley slander. Well, if he loves Zarya as much as he loves Rhea Ripley, she's gonna get that push, that mega push from the Triple H. Maybe Triple H likes Ozzy, so we'll see. But I think she'll get pushed very strongly, very, very strongly. WarGames is right around the corner, folks. Right around the corner. Can you imagine if there's going to be an actual, like, legitimate heel turn here? I don't think so. If it did happen, it'd be Naomi. I don't think it's going to happen here. Not this early. Now you have another match next week against Tiffany and Alexa Lopez. I don't think the heel turn makes sense right now. So no heel turn from Nia Jax tonight. I don't think so. You're ready for the show to start as well. Oh, look, the new Bloodline is showed up with the crew all geared up. Solo, the brothers, Bronson Reed, and Solo Sikoa looking fresh. Oh, and then Jacob had too got his face covered up for some reason. I think they're gonna lose tonight, folks. I think the new Bloodline will lose. But again, it does not matter. Who wins this damn match? These matches have no stakes. So what we'll be talking about tomorrow is the actual storylines. What happened? What character did what? What are the new character motivations? What are the new elements going forward for the storytelling? That's what we'll be talking about, not the winner or loser. It'd be, what did Seth Rollins do? Oh my God. What did Bayley do? Oh my God. That's what we'll be talking about. The actions of the individuals in the match, but not the actual winner or loss. Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about? Ava got pushed. That was hilarious. She got pushed the other day. That was so funny. What happened to Ava? Well, it was cool. This right here.
The demon in your dreams, Brutality University.
It was kind of showing off like almost like the Monday Night Football style. Or is it Sunday Night Football? I don't remember. Maybe it's Sunday Night Football. Have the people say their name and where they came from or the university or whatever. That was kind of cool. Let me see if I can find the original version. Play it. It was earlier today. Hopefully not that far back. Here's Liv Morgan. So the separate, okay,
of all time.
So it's
Liv
separated
Morgan, greatest women's world champion of all time. Riverside, California, undefeated
at WarGames. The Raquel
Rodriguez, Raquel Rodriguez, Sam Houston State University.
I like Raquel. People give Raquel a lot of shit, but I like Raquel Rodriguez. I want to like her.
Riverside.
Stratton, Miss Tiffany Stratton, Miss Money in the Bank.
Facts.
Nia Jax, the Irresistible Force, and the WWE Women's Champion. Nia Jax.
All facts. Where's the other ones? Don't tell me I go looking for the other ones. Where's the babyface ones? Let's see. Okay, here's Rhea's.
Demon in your Rhea Ripley. The demon in your dreams, Brutality University.
Brutality University. Okay.
Belair, the EST Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE, the University of Tennessee, go Vols. Bianca Belair.
Well done.
The EST.
That's my favorite one.
Sky. Yoskai. Toritsu Koge Koko. Yoskai.
I don't speak Japanese.
Koge Koko.
But I just assume she ate.
Hello. Ding dong, hello. It's Bayley, the role model of WWE. Ding dong, hello.
Naomi, Glow University.
The only one who said the actual university
it's
was
Bayley.
Bianca Belair. Everybody else made up some shit.
Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE, the University of Tennessee, go Vols.
It fits her character to say the actual university, because the actual university is very much a part of her character, right? When you go to Tennessee, they have those celebrations, and they go to Tennessee University, they have the whole her colors. She wear her orange, and her family come out there. So her university, her real life university that she graduated from, is important to the character, and it's been on TV with that. So it makes sense to use the actual university she went to, because it played into the character over the years. So that works well. But she's the only one that actually used her, unless I think Candice LeRae said something different, maybe. I think Candice LeRae said at the university as well. Could be wrong.
Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae. Riverside, California.
No, she didn't.
Undefeated at WarGames.
She just said the city she's from. Never mind.
Candace.
Yeah, so Bianca, the only person that said the actual university she's from. So cool stuff. Brutality University. Hello University. Brutality University. Okay. Let's see Roman
Reigns, the Roman Reigns, the island of relevancy.
Fitting.
Jimmy Uso, starting quarterback, NYU, No Yeet University.
No Yeet University. Completely so unserious.
Punk. CM Punk, best in the world.
Fine.
AKA the Sami Zayn, AKA the Honorary Uso, AKA Sami Uso, coming from the Uso Penitentiary. Sami Zayn.
Solid. It's fine. Coming from the Uso University. What is the other ones? Where's the heels? The heel team. I know they uploaded it. Okay, here's Bronson Reed.
State. Big Bronson Reed. Tsunami State.
I like it. As goofy as that is, I like it. Tsunami State.
Tonga Loa, University of Texas at El Paso, and what?
So you use the actual university, like Bianca Belair did.
Solo Sikoa. Tribal Chief University.
Tribal Chief University. That just makes no sense. But fine. Tribal Chief University.
The Samoan werewolf. I love you solo. Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. I love you solo.
I knew you were going to say that. He's from I Love You Solo University. I knew you were going to say that. I love you solo.
Tamatonga.
What?
Tamatonga. University. Doctorate.
This is the worst one. This is the worst one without question. The worst one.
University. Doctorate. Tamatonga.
Not surprised one bit.
University. Doctorate.
One more time.
Tamatonga. University. Doctorate.
University. Shush University. What is this? Chelsea Green? What's going on here? What a disaster. Funny. It's the worst one. I get it. It's all funny games, but yeah, he's unserious. Shh. University. Anyway. All right, folks. I think that's it. We're gonna wrap up this stream. Let's enjoy hopefully what will be a good show, entertaining show where stuff happens from a storytelling standpoint that will get us excited about the next few shows or the next phase of booking heading into Mania season. Let's just focus on storylines and story beats, because again, takeaway here is that the WarGames matches have no actual stakes. Doesn't matter who wins or loses. So let's get some actual storylines out of this, some actual interesting character moments and character development in these matches. See the character interactions, the character dynamics between Bianca, Bayley, Io, Tiffany, Candice LeRae. Let's see Sheamus and Braun Breaker. Let's see what's happening with Shinsuke, something interesting there maybe. Let's see if Gunther will cheat in his match. Let's see what happens with Roman, Sami, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins, who I believe is there. I believe Seth Rollins will have something to say there. We'll see what he does. Will he stomp Bronson Reed? Will he stomp CM Punk? Will he stomp Roman Reigns? We'll see, right? But it does not matter who wins. It's fun to predict. It is. It is fun to predict. So right now, I'm going to say both babyface teams win. So the heels go home losers. Team Rhea wins. Team Liv loses. Team Solo loses. Team Roman Reigns wins the big one tonight. Yeah, 40-minute matches. Yeah. Well, these are going to be 5 per team. So 45 could be possible, especially with the men. So 45-minute matches, maybe. Yeah. Somewhere between 35 and 45 matches. Minutes, you know. You only watching the women's match? Well, you'll be turning off your TV 40 minutes into the show. Because I think they'll be opening up the show. There's only one women's match. All right, folks. Enjoy it. Have fun. I'll be on Twitter, so I'll be tweeting and commenting on what happens for sure. Which brand will get the women's WarGames next year? Which brand? Depends on what happens at the draft. SmackDown's got it both years. Well, this year's been a combination, right? It's been a combination, so it could be both. This year we have Raw and SmackDown talent. All right, see you guys later. Oh, how Thanksgiving? Awesome. Got a lot of leftovers I brought home. I brought some Tupperware bowls, loaded up the leftovers, brought it into the refrigerator. So I got plenty in the crib already from Thanksgiving. Been eating it like crazy. So leftovers been great. It was cool. We ate really late. We didn't start eating until like 6 p.m. Eastern time. It was supposed to start at 3. We didn't eat until 6 because my family are a bunch of like inconsiderate, late jabronis, and they always do that every year. We'll say, oh, it starts at 2 o'clock. We don't eat until 5. Oh, it starts at 3. We don't eat until 5:30, whatever. This time we didn't eat Thanksgiving dinner at all until 6 p.m. So while other families are enjoying their second rounds, right? The second round of eating, we didn't start eating until 6. Is what it is. It is what it is. I'm used to it now. All right, folks. Later. See you on Twitter. Hopefully a good show. Hopefully it's a good show.